Chapter 12 Medicine and Magic. Very, very quietly, and making sure no one should see her, Polynesia then slipped out of the garden across to the prison. She found Gub-Gub poking his nose through the bars of the window, trying to sniff the cooking smells that came from the palace kitchen. She told the pig to bring the doctor to the window, because she wanted to speak to him. So Gub-Gub went and woke the doctor, who was taking a nap. "Listen," whispered the parrot, when John Dolittle's face appeared. "Prince Bumpo is going to find a ship for you, and then he will come here tonight to unlock the prison doors. Have everyone ready to leave." "How on earth?" the doctor started to ask. But Polynesia quickly hissed, "Quiet! The guards are coming!" and she flew off. The prince was as good as his, or Polynesia's, word, and late that night he came to the prison. "O great wizard," he said, "I have come to set you free and have made ready a ship for you." Then the prince, taking a bunch of copper keys from his pocket, undid the great double locks, and the doctor with all his animals ran as fast as they could down the seashore, while Bumpo leaned against the wall of an empty dungeon, smiling after them happily. When they reached the beach, they saw Polynesia and Chee-Chee waiting for them on the rocks near the ship. Then the Pushy-Pull-You, the White Mouse, Gub-Gub, Dab-Dab, Jip, and the Owl Tutu went onto the ship with the doctor. But Chee-Chee, Polynesia, and the Crocodile stayed behind because Africa was their proper home, the land where they were born. And when the doctor stood upon the boat, he looked over the side across the water, and then he remembered that he had no one with them to guide them back to Puddleby. The wide, wide sea looked terribly big and lonesome in the moonlight, and he began to wonder if they would lose their way when they passed out of sight of land. But even while he was wondering, they heard a strange whispering noise high in the air, coming through the night, and the animals all stopped saying goodbye and listened. The noise grew louder and bigger. It seemed to be coming nearer to them. A sound like the autumn wind blowing through the leaves of a poplar tree, or a great, great rain beating down upon the roof. And Jip, with his nose pointing, and his tail quite straight, said, "Birds! Millions of them! Flying fast! That's it!" And then they all looked up, and there, streaming across the face of the moon, like a swarm of tiny ants, they could see thousands of little birds. You can see it right here in this picture. Thousands of little birds. Soon the whole sky seemed full of them, and still more kept coming, more and more. There were so many that for a little while they covered the whole moon so it could not shine, and the sea grew dark and black, as it does when a storm cloud passes over the sun. And presently all the birds came down close, skimming over the water and the land, and the night sky was left clear above, and the moon shone as before. Still never a call nor a cry, nor a song they made. No sound but this great rustling of feathers, which grew greater now than ever. When they began to settle on the sands along the ropes of the ship, anywhere and everywhere except the trees, the doctor could see that they had blue wings and white breasts and very short feathered legs. As soon as they all had found a place to sit, suddenly there was no noise left anywhere. All was quiet, all was still. And in the silent moonlight John Dolittle spoke. "I had no idea that we had been in Africa so long. It will be nearly summer when we get home. For these are the swallows going back. Swallows, I thank you for waiting for us. It is very thoughtful of you. Now we need not be afraid that we will lose our way upon the sea. Pull up the anchor and set sail." When the ship moved out of the water, those who stayed behind, Chee-Chee, Polynesia, and the Crocodile, grew terribly sad, for never in their lives had they known anyone they liked so well as Dr. John Dolittle of Puddleby on the marsh. And after they had called goodbye to him again and again and again, they still stood there upon the rocks, crying bitterly and waving till the ship was out of sight.